Hi there, welcome to No Nonsense Whiskey. My name's Vin PF and welcome to another episode of Whiskey In, Whiskey Out. This time we'll be covering June from 2022. Now you might have noticed I've been a bit kind of not around on YouTube for the last month or so. No reviews. I did one review in June, but I was going on holiday, so I decided to have a bit of an extended break. So we're going straight into wiwo for this term, and then we're going to go straight into reviews. There's going to be no whiskey of the month this month because I only reviewed one whiskey, and I'll just roll that one into next month's whiskey of the month, kind of to make it, so that I don't just give it to that one. Not that it wouldn't be worthy of it at all, but what's the point of having an accolade of whiskey of the month when it's only just one whiskey? In any case, when I get round to that, I'll explain that again. So I'm not expecting people to be writing down. But let's crack into today's video and we'll go straight into our whiskey in. As always, this is just what I've bought or got in this month, and I'll then follow up with the bottles I killed this month. Pretty light this month overall. I've got 3 in and 3 out. Let's get straight into it, see what we've got. No particular order, just going to pick up what I reach first. First one then is the Penderyn Legend. Now I did a Zoom tasting with Penderyn recently. If you guys know, I've been organising Zoom tastings on my Discord and further out, to be fair, but the Discord is where it's at, so if you want to be involved in stuff like that, check out the link below and there'll be a Discord link there for you to use. But yeah, the first one was the Penderyn Legend. Not the finest of their range by any stretch, but while we were going through the tasting, I was looking for prices online, as I do when I'm doing these things, and this was 20 quid on Amazon. Don't know if it's still that price right now, but that was a bit of a bargain. Couldn't leave that alone, so I bought that. £20, not to be sniffed at. Next up, we've got a Somerton Wolfburn. Now, this was obviously come from Somerton. This is a Latitude. I'm not going to go into it too much detail because I'm probably going to review this pretty quickly. Might even be the next one along. We will see. But yeah, this is a Wolfburn that's been repackaged for Somerton. Came my way and it's pretty good. Let's keep going. We've got the Jura Journey. I've covered this before in the past, and as I tend to do, I will re-review it, but this is going to be pushed down my queue. You probably won't see a re-review of this for some time. Maybe, we'll see what mood takes me. Might not even do it at all, but yeah, I actually got that because someone bought it for me at work. That's it. I have no real desire to go down the road again of the journey, let's say, but I have to say my thoughts at the time were that it was fairly good value compared to the rest of the whiskies in the range. So for the money you pay for it, it's all right. Jura gets a bit of a bad rap, but it's nice and light, easy drinking whiskey. That's it. That's all I've got in this month. Let's move on to the ones I killed this month, and again, no particular order. We killed another No Nonsense Whiskey bottling. This was the Aberfeldy, bottle number 42, has been disappeared. Good opportunity to tell you actually that Whisky, the company that bottled this for me and sold it for me, have unfortunately gone out of business. So you can't buy these anymore. I'm not sure what happened to the last bits of stock of it. They might be some floating around online somewhere. But unfortunately, these first 2 releases, the Aberfeldy and the Dalmore, are no more. So if you've got them, you've got them. There's no more to be shipped around. I've got a few bottles left in my coffer, so you'll be seeing them on wiwos coming up in the near future, I'm sure. But yeah, if you've got one, I'd love for you to pop it and open it and let me know what you think. But whatever, there was only 100 bottles of each of these, so I can understand that there might be collector's items, but I wouldn't be holding on to them too much hope with that. We shall see. The next one then is the Cotswolds Reserve. I always want to say Bourbon Reserve, but this is the Cotswolds Reserve. Bit of a strange one, this one. I mean, this was a Somerton bottle that came to me for 50 quid. Now, when I actually reviewed this, somebody lent me the bottle. They'd bought the bottle, sent it to me so that I could open it, share my thoughts, and then after my review, I got it as part of my Somerton deal. So the first review I got, I hadn't actually physically paid for it. Then I'd paid 50 quid for it. And what I did was I sent my full bottle sealed to the guy who sent me who lent me the bottle in the first place, so that they basically got a full bottle sealed. And I just kept the original bottle they sent me. And I was quite harsh about this at the time. And what I said was, the selling price was £55 for this, and I didn't really understand where it fit in their range. The core release was quite cheap now. It's like £35. and their special editions are like 65. You know, they're batch release, sure, but they're the kind of the next step up. And I thought that the Gulf was a bit wide, and this £55 one was probably just sat a bit too high. And I stand by that. You know, I paid 50 for it, but I still think this is a £45 bottle of whiskey. Kind of a rough opinion, I know, but I have to say, as it's gone down, it really was a beautiful bottle of whiskey. It tasted great all the way down, and it got better as it went down. Yeah, it was 50%, whatever, but I just think 55 quid is asking a bit much in comparison to the rest of the range. That's all I'm saying. You know, if it was the only bottle they'd ever released, I think I'd probably be okay with that. But it's a bit weird. It's just gauging it on on whatever. I'd have much rather have seen this be below 50 quid. That's all I'm saying. Let's go on, move on. I've got another Somerton bottle here. This is the Starward Fortis, and this was batch number 3. Again, a bit of a funny one. When I opened it, I wasn't that keen on it when I first opened it, but it's just gone down lovely. Another 50%er. I don't really run out after Starward because they run a fairly high price, but when I get a bottle like this for the 50 quid that I give to Somerton every 2 months, you can't really complain. So yeah, that's my whiskey in, whiskey out. Let me know what you've been buying this month, and let me know what you've been killing this month in the comments chat below, and we'll have a little conversation about it. But yeah, again, massive apologies for my little bit briefer absence, but sometimes you have to look after yourself. As many of you will know, this is not my A game, so to speak. I have a day job, I have a family, blah blah blah. No excuses, but sometimes you just need a bit of a break from the extra stuff, and this is it. But yeah, a massive thank you to all my patrons who stuck around throughout this month and still supported the channel. Really appreciate that. And of course, if anyone ever wants to jump on to support me with a little bit extra, you can support me from as little as $1 or whatever, 60p a day. Wouldn't that be nice? 60p a month. And it really does help support the channel. There's a couple of links in the description below for stuff like Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon and whatnot. So yeah, obviously none of that's completely necessary, but anyone who wants to jump on a bit extra, muchly appreciated as always. But yeah, I'm back. I'm going to be doing some reviews coming up, back to my usual weekly schedule. Might even try and plan a live stream, but don't hold me to that. In any case, I'll catch you again on more No Nonsense Whiskey videos and wee woos and whiskey of the month and all that, because I'm back, baby.